If my phone goes off, I apologize. I've been texting my... If my phone goes off, I apologize. I've been texting my friend all morning, so that's that. Hello, it has been a little bit here on YouTube. I think the last video posted was Spider-Man, which a lot of you have been liking. So, today I have not a bunch, but a decent amount of new makeup that I have purchased, and I thought, you know, I really want to sit and film because I always want to do this. I buy a whole bunch of new makeup and I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to film, and then I get home and I put it all on my face, and that wouldn't really be the video. Finally, I held off on a lot of these products and we're here to share. Now, these are new products to me personally. Some of them are more newer on the market, a lot of them are old, but I'm not the kind, not on PR or anything like that, so I have to physically go out and buy it, and I don't have a lot of money. Just get into this. I want to put makeup on my face. It has been a while. This guy right here is going to be bugging us all, but it's okay because we're going to cover it up with foundation. I did my brows off camera. I did use a newer product here. I was at Ulta and they had an Anastasia brow pencil, which I've used, I love, and the new Anastasia dip brow gel thing here. And so I've been using this a lot recently. I'm just including it because it is a newer product. I love this brow gel. This is the Garnier Skin Active Soothing Facial Mist, the rose one. I have been loving this. It is so good. I also have the Mario Badescu ones, the green one, the aloe one, the rose one, and the orange one. But this has been replacing them. So I'm just going to spray this on my face. Just adds a nice hydration, nice like shine to the skin. I already used all my moisturizer and everything. It's all prepped. So we're going to jump right in to face products now. And I have this guy. Just bought it. All I did was like take it out of the packaging. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. If you watch Jeffree Star, you know this is like his holy grail. I've been wanting to try it for so long, and I officially have it in my paws. This wasn't cheap, but it comes like this. It's like an acrylic container. It's not like glass, I wouldn't say that. You have the Bobbi Brown on the top here. Open it up, has the Bobbi Brown right here. This, by the way, is the first Bobbi Brown product I have ever used and owned. And it comes like this. I'm going to use what's on this lid thingy, which I'm just going to use a beauty blender to apply it. Ooh, it smells exactly like lemons. It feels really smooth on the skin, like really, really smooth. And it is a little bit tacky, I want to say. And my skin does feel prepped and ready to go. So next is foundation. This, I've been wanting to try this for so long and I finally got it. This is the Hourglass Stick Foundation, Vanish Stick Foundation. This is in the shade Alabaster. I love the packaging. So sleek, so smooth. It's lighter than I thought it would be, but it looks really good. I love it how it's a triangle. And I'm going to try half my face with a sponge. I know with stick foundations you shouldn't use a sponge, but this is like one of my first... No. I have tried other stick foundations that I hated. But on the other half I'll use a brush, and this is the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush. So let's try this guy and see how well it covers my friend. Ooh. This is just dragging on. It's not like tuggy at all like how I kind of pictured it would be, because the Anastasia ones are really dry. I haven't purchased those. I swatched it in the store. Those ones seemed really dry to me, to where this is more creamy. I do have dry skin. I feel like we're all sick and tired of me saying that at this point. That is how you shade match. It's blending out pretty good with a brush. I'm not finding that I have to tug super hard at it like I find with stick foundations. This is my go-to foundation brush. My background will be changing soon here because I'm moving in a couple months. I'm not sure like how many videos there's gonna be because my life's been a little bit crazy. So I'm not sure how many videos there are going to be, which is why I'm mentioning it in this one, just in case you see a couple more videos and it's a completely new background. That is why. The Beauty Blender now. See how that works. Oh, this is blending out amazing with the Beauty Blender. I'm not going to say it's blending out, I feel like, a little easier with the Beauty Blender. Which Beauty Blender, if you guys don't know, or just a sponge, is my go-to method for blending out, like for my foundation. I did get less coverage with a sponge. That is one thing to note. Waterproof foundation, long wearing, concentrated coverage in a custom triangle for full coverage on the go. I would say I got pretty close to full coverage. I would call it more a high medium. But then again, all foundations that can't claim to be full coverage, that everyone else can get full coverage on, doesn't do that on me. Next is concealers. These aren't new at all. This is just my go-to combination. So I am going to throw these bad boys on real quick and drop a whole bunch of concealer on the floor. Yes, I drink water out of a Hulk Tupperware container. Now this is a really old product. I just got my paws on it. It looks used, but my friend gave it to me, which is why it is used. This is the Anastasia Cream Contour Palette in the shade Light. Never used this before, but we're gonna use it today. And I'm gonna use the middle shade, which is the shade Light Sculpt. Right, and I'm going to use that on a Morphe M460 brush. Never used this brush. How do I explain this? I don't want to say like dry. It's a cream, but a very like dry cream. And even though it feels dry, my brush is picking up a lot of product. Mine looks so weird once makeup gets in it. It looks like I'm going bald. Which I do have a bald spot on one side of my head. I can't remember. I think it's this side of my head from when I was a kid. But I like this. This is pretty good. Blended out really nice. So alright. I'm going to set my face with my other powders and I'll be right back. My base is pretty much done. I do 2 layers of setting spray. I do one right afterwards. This is a newer one that I have. This is the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. I have used this a couple times, but the Catrice one is better. I'm just saying. This is one of the Huda Beauty little guys. This is the Mauve Obsessions palette. And this one is the one I'm mostly going to be playing with today. And this red is calling my name. Go-to primer. If the shadows don't work on this, they don't work at all. I wish it had names. These little guys don't have names. So I'm just going to go in with like this bone shade. And this is a Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush from Morphe. And I'm just going to set my eye area. I know not everyone does this. For me, I do. Just because I find if I don't, my shadows don't blend as well. And for me personally, I would rather build up the pigment then not have it blend well. I think for a transition-y shade, I'm going to go in with this one right here on that same brush, blending out nicely. It has a soft pigment to it, but like I said, I would rather build it up than have it not blend. So before I deepen that crease, I have to do what I'm about to do. The whole reason I picked this one, because when I was at the Sephora, I was looking at this one and the ruby one. And the reason why I picked this one over the ruby one was because of that red shade. And I'm going to take that on a JH33 brush and pick up that deep mauve red on my brush and tap that all over the lid. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. It's looking very messy, which I don't really care about at the moment. When I go in with the packer brush though, I do get more fallout, but I definitely get that pigment that I want. And I just got a whole bunch of fallout on my cheek right here. That was all my fault. I didn't tap off the brush or anything. I just loaded it up and was like, oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's not bad at all. That flicks off so simple and easy. It's just a super, super pigmented shade, which for me and red shades is important because of how often I use red shades. Red is my go-to eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go in with the middle shade right here in the small little Huda palette. And I'm going to take a Sigma E40 brush, and I'm going to use that to kind of blend out this red into the crease. There is 3 shimmer shades in here. I don't think I'll be using them. I'm going to take this shade right here and smoke that out on the lower lash line with a Cara K19 brush. Just so there's not too much red going on, will just kind of balance that out a little bit. That is eyeshadow. I don't use shimmer shades that much anymore, so we're going to move on to some eyeliner. So this one I've used before on my channel, but this is still a newer product, so I'm going to be using it today. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner, and it's pretty good. And this look needs a big ass wing. Yo, I'm watching season 3 of Riverdale right now, and things are getting fucked. My wings kinda went a little rogue, but that's okay. We're gonna zoom out a little bit here, but that's okay. They're not perfect today. Mascara. This is the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel mascara in the shade 10 Noir, which is black. This has a 1-month shelf life, in case you're wondering. Let's open it. Now, I thought this would be a squishy tube. It's not. If you see, I'm squishing down really hard on it. It's like this. I have my backup mascara in case this doesn't work. Now, that is a wand. It's more of the spiky wand. It actually looks very similar to this MAC wand that I love. It's that same more spiky wand, not like the, I call them fluffy wands. I'm not sure about the formula. This is a volume mascara. I don't mind clumpy mascaras. I don't. I layer on my mascara so much anyway. So this is one layer of it. It's not doing much. You can definitely see the difference. I'll zoom you in again. You can definitely see the difference between this eye with the mascara and this one without the mascara, I feel. But I feel like it's not, like, giving me what I usually want. Like, I'm not getting much volume, I'm not getting much length. It is a little volumizing, but I like a little more of both. I like it on the bottom lashes. The bottom lashes, look really nice. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's okay. It's a decent mascara. But I think I would have to mix it with something else, like my MAC one, in order for it to work for me. That cream contour looks like it got softer. Like it doesn't look as it was. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Collection Palette, light to medium. And inside there's a bunch of highlighters. These highlighters, by the way, amazing! I've used the highlighters. Don't like the blush. This, though, is the Butter Bronzer in Bronzer. And we're going to be using that today. Never really used that before. But this is another Hourglass product. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. And I am going to use this all over my face. It's a more, like, I've seen people use them as a highlighter. I've seen people use them as setting powders. I like my skin more dewy, which is why I'm going to use it more of the setting powder way. Let's bronze using this bronzer that the internet loves. And I'm going to use a JS2 brush. I just applied that as a blush. Whoops. I swear I know how to do makeup, guys. I'm actually liking this bronzer. I didn't think I would because it's a more shimmery bronzer. But like on the skin, it doesn't look like it. I'm getting that like iridescence. I'm not a blush person. I don't think I have any new blushes. So we're just going to skip that. I don't know what I'm feeling. So I have a feeling how this part's going to go is me trying something on, being like, that sucks, wiping it off, and then trying take two. But the newest product, I would say, is this one. And this is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Danceteria. It's pink, so it kind of goes with the eye look. I don't like pink lips, so we'll see how this goes. Definitely not a shade I would use, like, on myself. Unless, like, it goes with the look. Ooh! Let's try this. This is Kat Von D's Vampira. We all know I love Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. Never tried Vampira before. I got this recently. And this is the finished full face using new makeup I've gotten. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope my videos will be less sporadic coming up. But like I said, there's a lot going on. Yeah, but if you want to, you can subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. You can watch the Spider-Man video I mentioned earlier. And you can definitely ding that bell if you want to get notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.